Hi Leo, welcome to your October 2018 read. This is going to be perfect for you if you are a Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If this does not resonate with you, please check out your other signs. You may get a little bit more insight, a little bit more clues, some more little aha moments from those because they don't always resonate with everyone every single month. But yeah, let's get into this. So starting out, I will say you guys have two major arcanas. You have the Hierophant and the Star. So a lot of healing, a lot of, I'm getting a sense of you guys. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like it's you trying to move up in the workforce, right, in your career, trying to maybe look for other job opportunities, trying to find your niche of where you actually belong. Some of it may be more in terms of spirituality. This is the age of Aquarius. Everyone is getting these awakening moments. If you notice, people around you probably, people are changing. People are seeing things differently. People are really going within to find answers and not so much about, traditional establishments, but people are really trying to find truth for themselves in all things. So it may have something to do with that too. Either way, I will say, as far as your money looks cute. If you were concerned about money, I do feel like you've got some great opportunities coming in. And I do feel like you guys have already started to feel that, right? Because in your past position, you have the Ten of Pentacles. That's like all around abundance, right? Abundant in your relationships, abundant in your work situations, your home, your money, your everything cute, right? And then going forward, we still do have other opportunities I see popping up, right? Slowly but coming. So a lot of pentacles here. We do have some swords, so there is a little bit of friction here. It feels to me like it's mostly in your thoughts, or if there's people around you who are just kind of being But at the end of the day, you guys are all about setting your foundations, right? So this is the unseen energy. This was what was at the bottom of the deck, was the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, it can be about marriage, of course. It can be about finding like a soulmate, and which you guys may have found. Last month, you guys had a really good reading in terms of love. There's just love all around you, love overflowing. So this could be that. But two, just the energy of it is really just about building your stability, building that foundation that makes you happy. And for me, it feels like these are all things that you guys have been manifesting, right? But that Four of Wands, I always see 1111, right? So these can be things that you've been manifesting, and this month I feel like you are going to start to see really how that blossoms for you, which is beautiful. Again, there is a little bit of friction. It feels like it's people around you. We have that Five of Swords. But I feel like that's going to be more of an annoyance for you than an actual problem if you know how to just kind of woo-saw and ignore that energy, okay? So Four Wands at the bottom of the deck, I really love that. That's beautiful energy. Hold on to that, right? So starting out, you guys have the Two of Wands crossed with the Star. Two of Wands is all about making a decision. It's all about planning in order to move forward, right? Wands, that is your suit. That's all about action. So where like the Two of Swords is someone sitting there thinking about something, this is someone who's thinking and actively doing. This is someone who's actively making the plan. This is someone who's really taking a look at their surroundings, looking at the past, looking at the future, and deciding which way they want to go from here, right? Now, you guys are able to do this because I do feel like you guys have come into some form of healing. And I feel like a lot of you guys are still coming into some form of healing, right? Now, there could be an Aquarius person around you who is helping to influence this. But the overall energy of the Star is that of healing. It's that of being vulnerable, right? It's that of finding balance as well, too, because you've got this woman who she has 1 foot in water, 1 foot on land. So she's half grounded, half emotional enough to do whatever she's doing, right? So I do feel like whatever this decision is that you guys are, making, or whatever these plans are that you guys are trying to do going forward, what's helping you get to that place is the internal healing that you guys are doing inside, right? To find out what really works for you and being vulnerable enough and being honest with yourself in order to move forward in that regard, right? So like, let's say there are things that you've been struggling to overcome, and this is about really taking a look at those things and finally being honest with yourself and being like, no, I do have a problem with this. I'm, working on this to move forward because I know in order to get to the next level of success that I want and the next level of happiness that I want, I do have to heal these things, right? And it's really beautiful because also with the star, that's wishes coming true, right? So it's like you doing the work, you making the plans, you really sitting down and doing the thing that needs to be done is going to um, bring for healing. It's going to bring for great new opportunities, all of that. Now, there's a sense of you guys really feeling like you need to stick up for yourselves this month with that Seven of Wands. This is all about sticking up for yourself. This is all about like putting your foot down and being very strong in your wants and your needs, your desires, right? Like this person who's fighting is not going to take it anymore, right? It's like, I don't care how many motherfuckers I have to fight. This is what I need. So it feels really good that you guys in this month are standing your ground on something. Now, this can be with work. Like, let's say if you guys are planning to move up in your field or trying to get a promotion, maybe this can be you standing your ground on, like, look, I will, accept this job on these terms with this pay, this whatever. It's something that feels like that for most of you, for me. But just being very strong and standing your ground in something and really sticking up for yourself, right? Now, at the root, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which I love because she's secure. This woman is all about her security. And that means in terms of material gain and material wealth, but that also means internally. You know what I mean? This person is very loving. She's she's a great mother, really good with business, really good with finding the balance, very grounded, someone that you guys can really talk to. There may be someone in your lives that you're reaching out to at this time for advice. Someone who has good sense. It could be your mother. It could be your dad. It could be anybody. This is a general reading, so it's going to take it as it resonates. But the energy of it, I love because it is a queen. So it is a feminine energy, and Earth is more of a feminine energy. So it's like really with you guys are such a masculine energy. I feel like you guys are finding that balance. And there could be someone who is helping you with that again. And it could be a Earth sign person, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But I do feel like you guys have really been able to lean on this either person or this situation, something that's feeling stable. That's also what's bringing you that healing in order to make these plans, in order to move forward, and in order to feel confident in standing up for yourself, okay? Now, in the recent past, you guys have that 10 of Pentacles, which I love. Again, that's all about just feeling all around abundant. Things are good. Life is cute. Money's looking up. The house is looking good. The kids are great. Whatever. Family, all that. So, I do love that. I do love that for you guys. You guys, in terms of money, really, really good. And maybe that's also what helped, I hate to put so much emphasis on like material things, but we have to be honest with ourselves that we say we are more comfortable when we know that we can financially stand for ourselves and do for our own. For some of you, I feel like that's what it is. Like you seeing these results of all this hard work that you've been doing. That's what's bringing you healing and giving you the confidence to move forward. But it just seems like you guys have really stepped into a good flow, a good place. Again, if you have not seen last month's video, you guys had love all around you. And I think I named the video like Love Overflowing or something like that. So I like that kind of meets us where we're at today, right? Now, in the near future, you guys have the Knight of Pentacles. So it is a slow energy. For you guys, it can feel very frustrating. You guys are a fire energy. So you guys do everything quick. You're more impulsive. You're like, go, 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 go. The Knight of Pentacles is a little bit slower. He's a little bit more methodical. I do feel like, though, this slowing down for you guys is actually going to be good. And at the end of the day, it's going to bring great results, right? Ones that you can count on, ones that are stable, ones that are reliable, and ones that you guys will, like, I feel like this opportunity, whatever this is that you're going forward on, after you made that Two of Wands decision, right, and plan things out. I feel like whatever this is, it's going to um, bring you abundance, like continued abundance, right? Keep coming, keep coming. Um, yeah. This can also be an earth sign. You guys do have a lot of earth, so I don't know if there's like earth people and influencing you guys. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have a lot of pentacles in this read. But I like it because where you guys are so quick and so fiery, it does feel like this is a month where you guys are really sitting down. You're seeing the benefits that you've reaped. You're feeling them, and you're moving slowly forward, but in a right direction, right? Where it's going to be really, really comfortable and help to further build your legacy. Now, in your hopes and fears, you guys have the Ten of Swords, which I hate, but I love that it's a 10, right? Because we know that's the beginning, or I'm sorry, that's the end, and then there's a beginning. I just feel like this is a lot of self-doubt. Maybe that, ties into that Seven of Wands energy of you guys feeling like you need to stand up for yourself. Make sure that with your Seven of Wands energy, you're not being too abrasive though. I know there's no Leo card here and you guys are Leo. Like I know there's no that strength card. But really, again, it's going to be important for you guys this month to balance your masculine and feminine energy. Especially, we're in Libra season. Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is very feminine energy. It's all about beauty and art and love. This month, in order for you guys to move successfully on whatever you're doing, I really feel the need for balance because I'm seeing it everywhere. Again, with that star where there's that 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on ground. Even with the Queen of Pentacles, again, it's feminine energy, right? It's feminine energy. It's that creative energy. That's what's really going to help you guys move forward. I just feel like this is self-doubt. This is, but I feel like you're coming to an end of that. Right? Where things may have not worked out for you in the past, and maybe that's, getting in your head a little bit. Don't let it. Like thoughts, like it doesn't matter. You need to shift your thinking though. Because if this lasts for too long, it will negatively affect you. But I think you're okay. Now, this can be because of people around you. Because around you, you've got the Five of Swords energy. Five of Swords energy is all about like petty fights. It's about empty victories. It's like you arguing at a person or arguing with a person. And yeah, you might have won. Yeah, you might have checked them. But it's like at the end of the day, did that shit even matter? Like, did it even whatever? If there are people around you that are not conducive to your growth in any way, like if they don't add in any way that's productive for your being and your whatever, you can simply let those go. Okay? And you can do it with love. You don't have to be a bitch about it. You can do it with love. But it's about really, if there's people around you who are even trying to like gaslight you, make you doubt yourself, make you feel inferior, it's really, going to be important this month that you just ignore that shit. Like, say what you have to say and walk away. And again, you could do that with love. You could do that with I love nothing more than to politely check people. Like, it feels so good because you do it that way. And it's like, even if someone's mad, what can they say? Like, I didn't, compromise my character. I didn't anything. I politely checked your ass. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that energy. If there are people around you, especially towards the end of the month, who are this negative influence, or because the way I'm looking at it, the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords are staring at each other. Let's say if there's these new plans or new things that you're trying to build for yourself and people are trying to put doubt in your head, it's best to not. Because the thing is, you guys are on a really good track on your own. This energy, this Five of Swords, Ten of Swords energy will detour you. And you're already on the right track, okay? So if someone's even trying to make you feel small, trying to distract you, trying to make you feel like what you're doing is not important, not good enough, like nobody cares, fuck them, put it down and move on, okay? Where you guys are at right now, you guys are trying to, like I said before, it's about really finding where you fit, really finding your tribe, really finding what's true for you. in terms of where you want to be, the associations that you're linked to, the people that you're linked to, the religion that you may be linked to, your spirituality, all of that. This is a respected, authoritative figure. This is Taurus energy. This is someone, like I said, who people respect, someone who is very wise and people go to for counsel, right? This can be a teacher. But I feel like you guys are in this place where you're just really trying to dig deep, going internal, um, to find truth for you, to find out where you fit, to find out where you want to go. Again, if there is a job promotion or something on the line, or let's say you're interviewing for new jobs, I feel like this is really about you guys kind of testing the waters to see what fits for you. So I don't feel like you guys are trying to live by default if you were living by default before. Like, you guys are trying to feel like you're at a place where you're trying to live a purposeful life. And so for me, this is like, you guys, what is my purpose? Like, what is that? What does that mean to me? And making the changes that are necessary in order to go in that direction, right? Because the Hierophant is a 5 card. 5 is all about change, right? And sometimes change can be uncomfortable, but do not let change scare you, because I feel like you guys are headed in the right direction. Again, you may come across people who are trying to bring doubt and fear and hateration in this dancery. But I think that it's going to be important that you guys just stay tunnel vision. I think it's important to have tunnel vision this month and stay on the track that you guys are going, because you guys are going to great things, right? And the outcome card, we've got that 8 of Pentacles energy, which I love, because this is the worker bee. This is someone who puts in great work and is like 2 seconds from getting their like final payoff, right? Like, they're so close. Not only in a physical and like a material way are they working on themselves and doing good work, right? I mean, he's really putting in work on those pentacles, really focused on the craft. But the thing with the 8 of Pentacles for me also, it's about doing the internal work, right? Because however we feel and however we are on the inside, it shows in our physical form, right? It's just like people who are depressed and sad, they eventually physically get sick, right? If they don't attack those things. So this is you guys doing really, really good work. Like, you guys are doing really, really good work. And again, this is in your work situations. This could be at school. This could be with whatever. But also, you guys are doing the internal work, right? With that star and that 8 of Pentacles energy, I feel like you guys are really doing the internal work. And that's what's going to give you your blessings. Just really, like I said, having that tunnel vision, being focused on you, your thing, your life, your whatever you need for you, right? Don't feel like you're being selfish, because you can't save or change anything in anybody else's life until you help yourself. It's just like when you get on the plane, they say, should an emergency happen, put your fucking mask on first, then you can help your kid, type thing, okay? Now, I really like this read. I think you guys are coming into really good things. Again, money's looking good. Everything's looking good, actually. Just the only concern is if you come into places where you're feeling stagnant, especially because you've got this Knight of Pentacles energy, which is slower, just know that things are working themselves out the way they should. Don't let your mind play tricks on you with that 10 of Swords. And don't let haters play tricks on you either. Like, they're literally irrelevant. Like, it's not even like, girl, please. And in fighting and standing up for yourself, really balancing that masculine and feminine energy so that people can receive you better. Not putting a bunch of ego into it, but really making solid arguments, or solid, no, this is where I stand, and not to be combative, but to be your own best friend and your biggest cheerleader and your biggest support, right? So, excuse me. I pulled Oracle cards. We've got the Angels of Abundance, and you guys got Pay Yourself First. I love this card. I think she just looks so beautiful and so strong sitting there. I'm obsessed with her. But it says, make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. Yeah. So again, we've got a lot of pentacles up here, right? We've got the 10, we've got the queen, we've got the knight, and we've got the 8. It's going to be very important because I do feel like you guys are coming into money. I do feel like you are coming to almost like a windfall of abundance. It's going to be money. I mean, it's going to be money. It's going to be important that you are being smart with that money, and making sure that you're putting some savings aside, especially if you guys are, eventually planning to move or to travel or something like that. And that could too be what this Two of Wands energy is kind of talking about. Some of you guys may be thinking about travel, right? It's like this is someone who's setting the plans. So really being good with your money this month. Again, I do feel like you guys are getting money this month. So just making sure that in your fund, you're putting some aside for a rainy day or whatever, okay? Now, in terms of love, we've got express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Love it. Be honest with yourself. If there's someone that you're feeling, if there's some situation that you really loving and you're really feeling connected to, tell the person, because people can't read minds, I mean, some people can, but most of us, we can't. And let's say if this thing, I read it in more of a general sense, even though it's funny, most of my readings actually do feel like love most of the time. This really just feels like overall, like this just feels like your growth, your work, your whatever. If there is something that you're working on in terms of love, it's going to be very important to you to be expressive and let that person know. Use, like, really tap into that Venus energy to help you. Again, Venus is all about love, all about that, right? And Libra season, Libras are all about community, and Libras are all about relationship and finding that balance. So it may be important to you, or I mean, it may be important for you to just go ahead and express what you're saying. I'm getting the sense that if you are dealing with someone, some of you guys, that other person could be kind of sitting there like, well, I think he likes me, but shit, I don't know. That kind of energy. So just very important that if you are feeling a way about anything this month, be able to express it. Um, express it. Okay. Don't hold on to it. So yeah, you guys have actually a really good month coming up. I like it. So let me know if you guys have any questions. If you would like a personal reading, you can always email me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. If you look in my About section, I've got my menu of services and pricings if you are curious. I thank you to everybody who comes and supports, who, hell, gives me 30 seconds of your time. And, especially those of you who make comments and like my video. I'm so appreciative to all of you. So thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy this month, and I will see you next month.